What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Kdeezy Baby. Y'all already know what's up. In this video, I'm going to be checking out watchmojo.com. This is top 20 Criminal Minds episodes based on true events. I thought this was a great video to do. I love Criminal Minds. Some of y'all love Criminal Minds. You know, I've done a couple of videos on Criminal Minds on my channel. So check those out if you're interested. But I'm ready to get into this one. I think it'll be a very interesting and intriguing video, you know, for all of us. But y'all see me, man. I'm like all cuddled up. Like, I'm chilling. I'm trying to be warm because the winter storm coming. I'm in Texas, so I'm trying to just be prepared this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Oklahoma, so, you know, we're used to getting all the snow and all that stuff. So it's not like I'm not a G. You know what I'm saying? I'm a G. But it's like, I don't put the heat on. I'm really trying to save that bill, okay? Let's save that money. Hey, yeah, we're gonna save that money. So, with that being said, I'm excited to get into this. If you guys are excited, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know how to upload, go to Patreon for exclusive content. I'm thinking about doing watch-alongs over there for TV shows and movies. So if you guys want that, if you guys are interested, let me know down below. And also go vote on the poll. I put one up in the community tab. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, do all that good stuff. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. We're trying to get this content rolling this year way more consistently. I don't think that's how I'm supposed to really say that. But more consistently than last year. Last year was terrible. It was a year of despair. A year of like, what is even the word? Trial and error? Like, I don't know what. Like, I was glad to get out of there. It's 2026, all right? So we starting anew. We getting this shit rolling. We gonna do this, all right? Make sure y'all get y'all drinks, y'all snacks, everything, all right? It's currently 11:12 p.m. where I'm at right now as I'm filming this. But I hope you guys enjoyed these videos for the weekend. Like I said, storm is coming, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna have Wi-Fi, electricity, so I'm trying to get this content out to y'all. All right, let's go. This should be interesting.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Criminal Minds episodes based on true events.
There are no guys like me.
You all think that.
For this list, we're looking at the most memorable Criminal Minds stories that were influenced by history. Did you know about these real stories? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20, The Big Wheel. The antagonist behind The Big Wheel is serial killer Vincent Rawlings. Rawlings personally sends videotapes to the FBI and is seemingly unable to stop killing, despite a strong desire to do so.
I've seen some crazy things sitting at this table, but why send that to the police?
Well, maybe it's a taunt to show the police how smart he is.
Catch me if you can.
He bears many similarities to the unidentified servant girl annihilator, but most of his influence stems from the lipstick killer. Like Rawlings, the lipstick killer also targeted women and deviated from his established MO. But the strongest link comes through the killer's need to repent. The lipstick killer directly corresponded with the authorities, writing at one crime scene, quote, "For heaven's sake, catch me before I kill more. I cannot control myself."
Yo, what?
This message was written on the wall in lipstick, leading to his now famous moniker.
Hold on, he talking about some catch me before I kill somebody, please. If you don't go take your ass to the damn station, you gonna take your ass to the police station. I am a serial killer. I would like to turn myself in. You better do that. Talking about some come catch me, hurry up and catch me before I kill somebody else. Why are you acting like you don't want to be caught then? You want to be caught, but you don't want to be caught. How that work? How that work, sir? Get it together.
Identity. This episode from season 3 concerns the serial killing duo of Francis Goring and Henry Frost.
Hold on.
Goring is the mastermind behind the operation and the leading perpetrator.
Ain't he from The Walking Dead?
Frost is more of a submissive follower, having only killed one person himself.
What kind of man follows another man around like a dog? Do you act like a nobody? You'll be treated like a nobody.
Virtually everything about this duo is taken from the real story of Leonard Lake and Charles Ng. Like Goring and Frost, Lake and Ng targeted women and took them to an isolated compound. Goring personally shares many similarities with Leonard Lake. Lake also made home videos espousing harmful and misogynistic beliefs, and he was also in the armed forces.
Of course.
It was the combination of the two individuals that made them into the terrible killing machine that they became.
Finally, like Goring, he took his own life before he could be charged. Number 18,
You
The
coward.
Boys of Sudworth Place. Jack Westbrook is a successful lawyer who goes missing and is eventually targeted by Chad Griffith, Andrew Ford, and Brian Stiller. As we and the BAU learn, these boys were once harassed by Jack, who is actually a prolific abuser.
This is payback for what that perv did. He ruined our lives.
I don't remember a lot of these episodes.
You're
right now.
right. What I did, it was wrong.
As the BAU points out, Jack bears many similarities to molester Jerry Sandusky. Like Jack, Sandusky seemed like an upstanding member of society. He was a longtime football coach at Pennsylvania State and won numerous awards in that capacity. He also started and ran a charity called The Second Mile, which supported underprivileged children in Pennsylvania.
According to prosecutors, Penn State appears to have had multiple opportunities to stop Sandusky.
But Sandusky was later arrested and found guilty on 45 charges.
40.
He is currently serving 30 to 60 years in prison.
Ooh.
Number 17, The Tribe. The titular tribe in this episode is run by a man named Jackson Calley.
Where are the others? Hunting.
His small cult used Native American rituals to kill their targets and seemed intent on starting a race war. The tribe killed 11 people, including 6 at the Minton residence. Jackson Calley is modeled after Charles Manson, and his tribe after the Manson family. Manson also used brainwashing techniques to amass followers, and he was also intent on starting a race war. His cult also resided in the desert at an old movie set called Spawn Ranch.
Apparently he was trying to do
Where have I
was hide out on the
seen that killer
desert with his
before? I heard
clan.
about it.
And when the race war was over, everything would be fine for him and his family to come back in, essentially, and take over.
Finally, the Minton family massacre bears many similarities to the infamous Kate LaBianca killings, in which members of the Manson cult broke into homes and killed the occupants.
Dang.
Number 16, JJ. This episode is centered around a store clerk named James Barrett. James kidnaps Kate
He's
Joyce from her
familiar.
hotel room, drives her out to the open ocean, and dumps her overboard with the hope that she will be eaten by sharks.
But you didn't kill her. You just left her to die. That's why I asked for a polygraph. You knew you'd pass it.
The story of James Barrett is based on that of Dutch killer Joran van der Sloot.
This guy has no emotion, no feeling.
It's believed that van der Sloot kidnapped and killed a woman named Natalie Holloway back in 2005. The leading theory is that he snatched Holloway from her hotel room, took her out to the open ocean, and threw her overboard.
Now, what's the
Unlike
reason?
Kate Joyce, Holloway did.
What's the reason? What's the reason? You gonna go First of all, you gonna go kidnap a girl and just throw her overboard? Like, I don't condone, like, murdering someone with your bare hands or with whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you did all of that in hopes that she would be eaten by something? Like, you just went and grabbed her, tossed her overboard, and just said, bye, see you later? Or did you stay and watch? Like, I know it's still terrible and crazy and weird, but it just would really suck if it was, like, it would suck even more. Like, if it was literally, usually it is for no reason. I'm not gonna lie. Usually killers or like serial killers and serial rapists and molesters and all type of usually they do stuff for no reason. Or because they're just crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Which I count as no reason. So I'm just trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it. Like, how unlucky do you have to be kidnapped and just thrown out in the water? I mean, hopefully you're a good swimmer. Shit, you might be able to survive, but like, that's just, I don't know. This is crazy.
Survive. While never officially convicted for this, he was sentenced for Stephanie Flores Ramirez's murder. Number 15, the Capellanos. Anytime you see a killer clown, you can be sure that they're modeled after John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
He is the most notorious serial murderer ever. No one
can hold a candle to John Gacy. The Capellanos details the story of Sal Capellano, a burglar and serial killer who dresses as a creepy clown. This is an obvious reference to the killer clown himself. Like Capellano, John Wayne Gacy had a horrible childhood with a violent father. Most famously, Gacy worked as a clown. He created the characters of Patches and Pogo and performed as them at numerous public functions. But, unlike Sal Capellano, Gacy did not dress as a clown while committing his killings. Rather, a plain-clothed Gacy would lure young men to his house, often with the promise of a job, and kill them there. Number 14, Omnivore. George Foyet is a recurring antagonist throughout the early seasons of Criminal Minds, serving as a very prolific mass killer with a body count of 36. He first appears in the 4th season episode Omnivore, having restarted his killing after a prolonged hiatus. Foyet was modeled after numerous serial killers, with the BAU comparing him to Dennis Rader, also known as BTK, and the Zodiac Killer. However, his crimes also mirror the Phantom Killer of the Texarkana Moonlight Murders, David Berkowitz, aka Son of Sam, and the Boston Strangler. Finally, Foyet compares himself to Ted Bundy. Basically, George Foyet is a freaky amalgamation of all the major American serial killers.
There are no guys like me.
You all think that?
You'll regret this.
Number 13, The Company. This 7th season episode continues the story from Big C, featuring Morgan's sister, their cousin Cindy Burns, and his aunt Yvonne. Their journey takes them to a stalker and killer named Malcolm Ford, who abducted Cindy and killed John Hitchens. This story greatly mirrors the kidnapping of Colleen Stan, which occurred from 1977 to 1984. Stan was abducted by married couple Cameron and Janice Hooker, and was routinely abused while imprisoned inside a small box.
I did think I was gonna die because I was terribly claustrophobic.
The real story also involves the signing of a contract placing the victim into lifelong servitude, and the involvement of a fictional company that prevented them from escaping.
Cindy, wait! He's gotten you to believe in a lie. The company is not
she's
real.
from
I know. Derek, step aside. Number 12, Hostage.
Hold on. She's from, is it Breaking Bad? Is it Breaking Bad? Is that what I'm thinking of right now? No, I don't think so. Hold on. No, it's not Breaking Bad. It's, man, what's his name? What's the kid? I mean, not the kid, the guy with a bunch of kids. He didn't take care of them. His name is Frank. What's his name? Frank, from Shameless. Okay. She's from Shameless. And the black dude, he was in, I think, All American, if I'm not mistaken. But he plays in the other stuff I'm already knowing, but that's just what I can picture like right now. But, ooh, why is Breaking Bad? I get those confused for some reason. Breaking Bad and Shameless.
The titular hostage in question probably refers to Gina Bryant, who escapes from a suburban house and gets help for the other two captors trapped inside. The investigation leads the team to one Michael Clark Thompson, a repairman who abducted Gina, Amelia Hawthorne, and Julie Woods. He was also known to abuse Amelia and fathered 2 children with her, named Lily and Jasmine.
Oh, him. He playing his bad guy.
This case is a virtual recreation of the Ariel Castro kidnappings.
Long-term hostage, that's rare. We got another Ariel Castro here?
Castro also kidnapped 3 women. Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Georgina DeJesus.
Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh, this is bringing so many memories. I've seen, don't they have a Lifetime movie about them? They do. Hold on. Ariel Castro, yeah. Ariel Castro. Yeah, what's the movie called? The Cleveland Abduction. Yes. Oh my gosh, that movie is crazy. That movie is so graphic and sad and scary and oof, it's a lot. Wow, this is crazy. I never knew. I must not have, bro. My memory must just be bad right now because it's been a long time since I've seen Criminal Minds. Like, I literally binge watched Criminal Minds at some point. And none of these are coming to my head. This is crazy.
With Barry. And, like the episode, Barry escaped from the Cleveland house and rescued the other 2 prisoners. Number 11, A Shade of Grey.
Why would you hurt him? Sorry, Mom. He loved you so much.
Danny Murphy is a sociopathic child with severe anger issues who kills his younger brother.
I think I
This
remember this
homicide
one.
is then covered up by Detective Bill
Yeah.
Lancaster, who frames a known criminal. It's likely that this story was at least inspired by JonBenet Ramsey. The murder remains unsolved to this day. However, some have pointed the blame at Ramsey's older brother Burke. They believe that an angry Burke accidentally took her life, and that the homicide was covered up. It's very important to note that Burke has never been officially charged or even considered a viable suspect. However, it's clear that this episode takes inspiration from the media-fueled story, regardless of its veracity. Number 10,
See, I remember that
Naturally Born
episode.
Killer.
You killed all these people. Hundreds of them, and only one woman.
This first season episode concerns a professional hitman by the name of Vincent Parada, who is often hired by mob bosses. After kidnapping his victims, Parada would inflict pain and suffering on them, and then dispose of their various body parts. This fictional
just
hitman
shoot
is
me,
inspired
man.
by Richard Kuklinski, who is perhaps
I'm
better
not
known
with all
as the
that.
Iceman.
I've heard people that mean everything to me.
Like Parada, the Iceman allegedly worked as a hitman for the mob, preferred male victims, was tormented as a child, and had a personal vendetta against his father.
He's learned to take the pain, and it's why he has no compassion for anyone else's. You gotta trust us.
Unfortunately, the crimes of Kuklinski are hard to corroborate, as he is known to exaggerate. He was officially convicted of 5 murders, including the death of a police officer with connections to the mafia.
Is that all you've got left is hate?
That's all I've got left. Everything that I ever cared for is gone.
He looked
Number
like
9, Broken Wing. In season 14, a nurse by the name of Douglas Knight injected his victims with opioids and masked their deaths as tragic overdoses.
Don't leave. Don't leave me.
By doing so, he successfully evaded both suspicion and capture, at least for a little while. The character of Knight is heavily influenced by Donald Harvey, an angel of death from Ohio who worked as a hospital orderly. Unlike
Can't
Knight,
trust
Harvey did
nobody
not
out
have a
here, bro.
single modus operandi. Rather, he was known to harm his victims through a variety of methods, including cyanide poisoning, suffocation, shutting off ventilators, and injecting HIV into his victims' bodies through tainted fluids.
It was
Let this guy work here.
and on certain levels raised some doubts as to whether or not this guy was reciting some sort of fantasy.
While Harvey was officially convicted of 37 deaths, the true number could be as high as 57. Number 8, Cradle to Grave.
It's a boy.
I remember this one. Yeah, I remember this one right here. Yeah, this
Season
is
5's Cradle to Grave is certainly one of the most upsetting episodes of Criminal Minds. It follows Arizona couple Robert and Linda Ryman, who kidnap young women, impregnate them, steal the resulting babies to raise as their own, and then dispose of the victims.
I knew this would end. I always knew you'd come to our door and take this away.
This story is loosely based on the kidnapping of Oregon woman Colleen Stan, whose case we've already mentioned. Stan was hitchhiking in 1977 when she was abducted by Cameron and Janice Hooker and subjected to similar horrors.
She's the kidnap victim once known as the girl in the box, imprisoned for 7 years in a wooden crate.
She finally escaped in 1984. Cameron was sentenced to 104 years, and Janice was granted full immunity for testifying at his trial.
Full
Aside from Cradle to
immunity?
Grave, the case also inspired the movie
It's
The
an
Poughkeepsie Tapes.
accomplice. Oh my gosh, this is insanity.
Strangers' cars.
Number 7, The Perfect Storm.
I need to know where the girl is.
Don't you mean they need to know?
Amber and Tony Canardo of Season 2's The Perfect Storm have many real-life precedents. One is Ian Brady and Myra Hindley, a couple responsible for 5 youth deaths around Manchester, England between 1963 and 1965.
The couple have been front-page news ever since. Ian Brady wanted to commit the perfect murder, to keep possession of his victims. Dark secrets and shallow graves on the moors above Manchester.
Another influence is David and Catherine Burney, who abducted and murdered 4 in Western Australia in 1986. A 5th victim escaped and led authorities to their location.
We drove past the house. She actually became quite upset when she pointed the house out. And at that point, we realised everything she said, we were satisfied that everything she said was absolutely accurate. You know, we were convinced it just wasn't a made-up story.
But the DVD commentary reveals that the biggest influence on the episode was the case of Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka. This was a Canadian couple who kidnapped and murdered numerous people in the early 90s, including Homolka's younger sister, Tammy.
Homolka didn't lift a finger to save her sister from Bernardo.
Number 6, Ashes and Dust. Another episode from season 2, Ashes and Dust concerns serial arsonist Vincent Stiles. A pharmaceutical salesman by day, Stiles would sneak into the homes of wealthy businessmen, douse the place in kerosene, and set it on fire with a lighter. He would then watch the families burn while wearing protective equipment.
I'm sorry you lost me.
The innocent family? You know, the victims. That's what the suit's for, right? So you can see the terror on their faces.
This story is loosely based on the case of Paul Kenneth Keller, a serial arsonist from Washington who is directly mentioned in the episode itself.
His job involved driving.
There was a serial arsonist up in Seattle, early 90s.
Paul Kenneth Keller.
Yeah. He used to drive around all day selling advertising for his dad's agency, picking out places to burn.
Keller set over 100 fires and caused $30 million in damage between 1992 and 93. In the fall of 92, Keller set fire to a Seattle retirement home, resulting in multiple senior deaths. He is currently serving 107 years in prison.
It's very hard to rationally explain why I did that.
Oh, really?
Because there's no rational reason. I was not angry at Trinity. I was not, but I was very empty. And perhaps I thought that others needed to be as empty as I was.
Oh, really?
Number 5,
Wow.
the 13th step.
What an explanation.
It's conforming.
This is crazy.
It's not conforming.
Saying you own me.
That's an old-fashioned way of looking at things.
Ray Donovan and Sydney Manning were the subjects of the 6th season episode The 13th Step. Hailing from North Dakota, these two terrorized the northwestern United States.
What do you want me to do?
Damn.
There's nothing you can do. I'm sorry.
The couple committed multiple mass shootings, causing numerous deaths at gas stations and an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. While the duo shares some similarities with Charles Starkweather and Carol Ann Fugate, they were mostly influenced by the legendary crime spree of Bonnie and Clyde.
That's what I was just about to say. All these damn Bonnie and Clydes.
To escape poverty and utter contempt for authority, Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow united.
They too targeted rural gas stations and claimed upwards of 13 lives, including 9 police officers.
These couples could be living their damn lives.
Their spree also ended in a hail of gunfire. Number 4, riding the lightning. To ride the lightning means to be executed by the electric chair. In this case, it directly references the fates of Jacob Dawes and Sarah Jean Mason.
Sarah Jean! I told you we'd be together forever!
Dawes kidnapped females and tormented them in his personal workshop before burying the remains on the property.
Are there more bodies?
If I told you that, what would I have left for myself?
His wife, Sarah Jean, did not take part in the deaths, but also did nothing to stop her
Exactly.
husband.
You
Dawes
knew,
shares
so.
many similarities with John Wayne Gacy. He too targeted one specific gender. Contrary to Dawes, he only targeted males, and he also buried his victims under his house.
Gacy was the epitome of evil. And he was the epitome of being a great guy, which gave him the ability to
No. Not the epitome to being a great guy. No, it was all a facade. It was all just to lure people in. Please. All of the most notorious serial killers are charming. That's literally what they say about freaking Ted Bundy, Dahmer, the Night Stalker. Like, well, he looked creepy, but still trying to be charming. Whatever. They do that. That's what they have to do. And John Wayne Gacy, they all are like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, do you want to come in and have some tea? Yeah, it was no problem. You know, my wife, she just left, like, just lying. Just straight lying, just to get you to come into the house so that they can butcher you like some damn meat. Like, I don't know what the fuck, like.
To Hell and Back. Serving as the two-part fourth season finale, To Hell and Back concerns murderous brothers Mason and Lucas Turner. Mason is the leader of the operation, manipulating his brother, who is mentally disabled, into committing dozens of crimes.
Whoa.
You don't have to tie me up, Lucas.
So this kind of like a Texas Chainsaw?
Mason says always.
Mason doesn't want us to be friends, remember?
Leatherface is
Their
what his
horribly
name is.
violent crime spree culminated in a staggering number of deaths.
How many victims were there? 100? More? Do you even know for sure?
They shared a lot in common with Robert Pickton. Both committed their crimes in Canada, both were pig farmers, and both used their barn animals to dispose of their victims' remains.
Do I think you acted alone?
I
think you acted alone most of the time, but I don't think you acted alone all of the time.
They also targeted lonely people like sex workers and drug addicts to prevent high-profile attention. Number 2, Minimal Loss. The fourth season episode Minimal Loss is a little different. Rather than focusing on one or two specific criminal minds, it concerns an entire cult and its eccentric leader.
Acknowledge him in all things, and he will guide your way. Drink to acknowledge him, and I will guide our way.
Like, what's up with these cults, though? Like,
The cult is the Sepetarian sect, whose compound is located in rural Colorado. Its leader is Predator Benjamin Cyrus.
God will forgive me for what I must do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cyrus is mostly based on famous cult leader Jim Jones, who oversaw the People's Temple. Like Cyrus, Jones made his followers drink poison. And while Cyrus's poison scheme was a bluff, Jones's wasn't.
what is up with these cults? Like, you're over here, like, this is why I'm not religious, bro, because this is not one of the, this is just one of those reasons. Like, I just feel like some people who are religious, like, they take it too far, bro. They just take it too far. It's just too much going on.
And hundreds of People's Temple members died on November 18th, 1978.
I think the lessons of Jonestown is to really go within so you don't have to go without.
It's better to live for a cause than die for it.
The disastrous hostage crisis at the rural compound also shares many similarities with the deadly Waco siege in 1993, which resulted in the deaths of many Branch Davidians.
Huge numbers of Americans watched this play out on their television sets, and the ending was incredibly horrifying.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell.
Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the bell, see the first one.
The Longest Night.
I'm not afraid of you.
The Darkest Hour, The Longest Night. Oh, not him from Home Alone.
You really think
Lost
that
in New
matters
York.
that much to me?
Turning in his scariest performance since
Ooh,
Pennywise in
that's
this
who he
two-parter,
was.
Tim Curry portrayed Billy Flynn,
That's right.
who is nicknamed the Prince of Darkness owing to his penchant for taking lives in the dark. He would usually strike during a rolling blackout, breaking into a house and murdering most of its occupants.
Get out!
You think they'll remember me now?
The influences behind Flynn are many, but he is largely based on two specific people. The first is Gordon Cummins, who struck during wartime blackouts and claimed the lives of 4 women in 1942. The other is Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker.
Oh,
Such is his reputation that extra
There's the Night
security was set
Stalker.
up outside the courtroom, and many spectators crowded around for a glimpse of an
That
accused
guy
serial
is
killer.
creepy.
Both he and Flynn had horrible teeth. Both broke into homes in the dead of night, and both were accosted by a gang of angry civilians.
He said something in Spanish about, I'm lucky the cops are coming or something. Because he knew that everybody was going to finish.
All the neighbors just hung together and got him.
Ooh, I would love to be in that. I would love to be in that crowd of people when them serial killers are like about to get, taken into custody. Like, ooh, that's for them. Like, I would be, like, I just know, man. I just know. Ooh, it's like in the Hunger Games, and they let all of the civilians get at Snow. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how I know it felt. But wow. Okay, so top 20 Criminal Minds episodes based on true events. Wow. Yeah. So some of these episodes, blah, 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 blah. Some of these episodes I remember, some of them I didn't. Some of these killers I have heard of, some of them I haven't. So this was very interesting. You know, lately, the past like few months, I've been like watching and listening to Bella Fiore on YouTube. She's an Australian, I believe she's Australian, a YouTuber. She does crime, like she tells crime stories, you know, whether they're solved or unsolved. And I've been just like very into them lately. But you know, since I was a kid, I watched Criminal Minds, CSI, NCIS Los Angeles, Law and Order SVU. I've watched all those shows when I was younger, you know, with my grandmother. So, and I still watch Law and Order SVU to this day, you know. So like that's my favorite, you know. That's my favorite. Detective Benson and Detective Stabler, the best duo. But yeah, y'all let me know down below what y'all thought about this video, what y'all thought, like in general, like what? This shit was crazy. Tell me, which one stood out to you? Like, which one is a story that you'll never forget? Okay? Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, go to Patreon, follow me on social media platforms. Go check the link in the bio to everything. You know, I have all type of stuff in the description. I didn't mean the bio. The description. It's not a bio. We're not on Instagram. Yeah, it's getting late. Thank y'all for watching though. Stay tuned, stay lit. Yeah.